let the craziness begin. The Pittsburgh Steelers are off and they are running as they look to finalize their 53-man roster before the 4 o'clock deadline. And the biggest name that has been released so far is tight end Zach Gentry, who gets nicked as the Pittsburgh Steelers solidify that they will only keep 3 tight ends heading in to the 2023 season. Pat Freiermuth, Connor Hayward, and Darnell Washington are enough for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and there were questions and debates about whether or not they would look to keep all 4 of them on their 53-man roster. It appeared that the emergence, the development of Darnell Washington was a lot smoother and a lot faster than the Pittsburgh Steelers anticipated, and therefore there was no need to keep Gentry around. They will now look at Pat Freiermuth as their all-around starter, Connor Hayward as their Swiss Army knife that they could utilize as a pass-catching option, somebody in the backfield and somebody as a blocker, and then Darnell Washington is that big 6'7", 300, 265, whatever he is, pound tight end who could block, who is developing as a pass catcher and is really just a second left tackle when you need him to be. As for Gentry, he hits the open market. It is highly anticipated that he'll find a new home somewhere. It's hard to say that a fifth-year vet who has 40-some games of experience with plenty of starting experience for the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to find himself sitting in free agency for a long period of time. The Steelers will keep 4 tight ends on their all-around roster walking into the season, and they haven't made it official, and they won't make it official until tomorrow. But if you had to guess, Rodney Williams, if he does not get picked up on waivers, will be their practice squad tight end for another season. He's been around for a couple of years now. He's a guy who impressed during training camp, who made a few plays during the preseason, who the Steelers like as that versatile, could utilize him pretty much everywhere during the practice season, practice squad member. Expect him to stick around. As for Gentry, expect him to land somewhere. This is a move that should have been predicted, that we've predicted a number of times, just because Darnell Washington does so much for the Pittsburgh Steelers already that they expected would take some time, and Gentry doesn't offer more to the package than a blocking tight end and a big body, which you seem to have in your third-round rookie Washington. Again, should work out for everybody, but the Pittsburgh Steelers will move forward with 3 tight ends on their 53-man roster, and Zach Gentry, he gets waived prior to the finalization of the 53-man team.